Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Mm, just looking at some of the stuff here. All right. Today is September the 3rd. Let's see. I think we had some news today, didn't we? What do we have today? PMI. And then at 10 a.m., ISM manufacturing index and construction spending. So just 10 a.m. is a time to keep in mind. Yeah, that's it. That's it for now. So this is where we're at now. This is where we kind of left off. Yeah, well, we left off around here yesterday, I think. Where was it? Right here. This is where we left off. We took out previous day's high, right? Which would have been, I don't know, it was a holiday, so we took that high right before it closed. So technically we took previous day's high today. Okay, and then we took previous day's low. So we took external on the daily on the range, right? So we took it here, and we took it here. You can see that. Oh, come on. We took this one and we took that one right here and right here. So now what? What can we expect? Well, that is a great question. Oh, where's my here it is. Okay. We have, I think, which one's our daily open? Thursday? No, that's not it. September 1st, this was our weekly opening gap. So you can see there was a lot of just price sensitivity on this area, on this opening gap. And we have two of these gaps all together and then a daily right here from a previous week. Yeah, right here. So this is a place where I'm going to see a lot of just sensitivity to price, and we just want to be aware of that. Also, today, all right. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. We got to do the verse of the day today. Verse of the day. Let's check it out. What's today's verse? Today's verse is, and this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight. Sick. Philippians 1:9. I'm grateful for this. This is awesome. Being able to share this part with you guys. That's the verse of the day, Philippians 1:9, and this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight. Knowledge and depth of insight. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Economic calendar. There it is for those that want to see it. Boom. And that is that. Okay, what do we want to do? This would be sort of a perfect break, not break, but sort of play to the downside, right? But where could we go? Where could we go? See, here's how I'm looking at this, right? Like this could be a market maker model in its own to go lower. And this is where I talk to myself, right? I'm just like, all right, this could be this could be that. Previous week's low is down here. So this is previous week's low. This is previous week's high. So we're literally in the middle of the week, right? So last week, high, low. This is the middle. We're ranging right in the middle. So I don't know if I'd like to see a little bit more price structure before taking a trade, because this could, right? This could, let's see if this is a model of itself, right? So let's just say boom, boom. Let's just say this is our structure, right? Let's say, I don't see it. Hold on. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see it, you guys. Let's go to the daily for a second. And I just want to, I think I just want to make sure that I see this the way that I think I see it before trying to take a position or any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So, nope, no, don't take that off. All right, I'm going to take the, I'm going to leave the weeklies on. Okay, so we have previous week, right? This is it. This is our previous week low right here, and previous week high, previous day high, and previous day low. Oh, this got taken, swept that, but none of this other stuff got taken, right? This so this is where I'm just continually asking myself, okay, where do we want to go? What do we want to see? What do we want to do? Good. You guys, give me 1 second. Well, give me just 1 second. I gotta make my bed. Hold on. We're gonna keep price action here. All right, I'm back. I am back. Okay, so where were we? Right here. This is a whole bunch of liquidity that I want to see taken. Right around here, right around yonder. I never say yonder, by the way, so just pointing that out. So I want to see all of this get taken out, right? Boom. We haven't. We've been trying. We've been trying. We've been trying for the past what? 1, 2, 3, 4 days. At least 3 days, right? but we've been trying. 4 hour. This is what that looks like on the 4 hour. We have, and this is what I think, this is what I'm seeing, right? So where's my little brush? Here's what I'm saying. Low, right? Low, low, new low. This, to me, this is a structure continuing to the upside. All of these don't mean much to me, right? So like this to me is sort of an end to go lower, right? As we continue to build structure to the upside. So this is why I don't want to see a market maker model here, right? I don't want to. I want to see, yeah. What's up? I can't, baby. I can't. What? Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, okay. What's Adi? All right. So that's why I don't want to see a market maker model to the downside, right? We've also haven't really had a manipulation sort of move. I guess if you were to count ES, and so we did have an SMT. Remember that? We had an SMT. That SMT is from here to here. So that's a bearish SMT. And let's see, what else did we have? Yeah, that's about it. So we had that SMT there on a high time frame. Is this manipulation? Is that what we're gonna, are we gonna consider this as a manipulation move, right? So let's just say we have this as our sort of lower time frame structure break right here. All right, let's just say we go, all right, low, whatever, put this in, and this is just, let's just consider that for a second. If this is our, if this sweeps, right, this sweeps, right, then this becomes our sort of manipulation move. Where can we see price going? Maybe down here, right? Is that what we want to see? Do we want to go lower? We can, remember? We can go lower. We have this fair value gap and this fair value gap here. So there is a reason to go low, just as much as there's a reason to go high. So if today we continue to go lower, we break this, right? Boom. Let's see. Then we have, we could, I mean, we could go lower. Let's just say this becomes our move here. I mean, there's a reason for us to go lower. Does that make sense? So I do still think a draw is right up here. The draw for ES, the draw in on ES is actually no longer here. See, we took these two highs. The draw on ES, if it's higher, it's at this fair value gap or up here. But if we go to this fair value gap, yeah, I think the draw on ES is just those all-time highs. Unless we just want to go lower, right? Which is a possibility, and we saw that. We have not been able to get a clear structure, sort of market maker model to the upside on a higher time frame, right? So be careful with that, right? Don't get trapped into this thinking, yeah, it's going to make itself, it's gonna form to the upside, because it could just not. And if you trade this, you know what I'm talking about. You know how many times you get in a trade and it's like, man, it looks sort of promising, it looks okay, I'm gonna get in anyways, and guess what happens, bruh? Oh, reverse it reverses on you. So are we gonna see that today? Is that what this is? All right, I think price has clearly shown that it doesn't want to break up here yet, right? This doesn't, here's what this means, and here's what it doesn't mean. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Hold on. Here is what that means. Okay. Just because we haven't broken this, right? All of these points, like just because we haven't broken through any, like all of these, and we've tested it multiple times, it doesn't mean that we have to. Doesn't mean that we have to. Doesn't mean that we have to break. Okay. It really doesn't. Price can do whatever it wants. Price can go wherever it wants. Our goal, my job today, is to observe price and figure out, okay, where could we go and can I participate in the market? Right? That's the goal for today. Can we participate? Remember, observe and participate in the market. Anticipate the cost of doing business. Look for 2.5 to 1 trades or above. Commit to a trade and manage them. That's what we're gonna do, right? So remember, because this is not just, and I'm talking to myself at this point. Like this is not just trading. Okay, this isn't just trading. This is a way of business, if you really think about it, where we take decisions based on probability, higher probability, right? The more we're committed to that decision. Lower probability, the less we're committed to that decision. So right here, I'm just trying to figure out where we could go, right? We've generated all of this liquidity, right? Just like we've generated all of this and we took it, right? We took all of this, right? Pretty quick. If we do go lower, I want to see us take this pretty quick, right? So I think I would be okay if we, let's see, 1 hour. Here's a 1 hour fair value gap. Why could, I could give this a shot here, but there's got to be a reason, right? The reason we have a order block, right? Order block. We have another one here, a small one. Or breaker block, sorry, coupled into a fair value gap. So I would probably take my entry if I was gonna try this. I could probably scale it in here, right? Put it above the order block, right around here, and take it lower. We have another. So we have this one here above. This one here. I mean, tiny fair value gap on the 2 hour. No fair value gap on the 4 hour yet. No fair value gap on the 4 hour. 1 hour. All right. We've got this tiny fair value gap on the 2. where could we go from here? Right? Where could we go from here? Let's see. Could take these lows, right? Let's just say we take those lows here. Even if we take this sort of internal swing low. So here is the 2 hour right here. This is a 2 hour. Looks like it's getting somewhat respected. Where could price go? Let's see, what's half of this? Right around here. Yeah, maybe we bring price right in the middle of this. Like maybe we wick and then go lower. And there's not much that's because right now, I mean, it's just yeah. Let's measure this out real quick. So we've got our draw here. This could be a 3-to-1 here. Good morning. So let's just say we get in here, right? We put our stop loss above this sort of I'm not even, I don't even know if this is an order block, but above our 15 or what was, did we say 1 hour or 15 minutes? Here's a 30-minute. I mean, that's the same thing as so here's our wick that we saw. Right, halfway of this wick. We have a smaller, so this is a 1 hour. There's our 1 hour. We can put that above, right? Just in case. Entry right here at the consequent encroachment of this wick. Targeting for a 3-to-1. I like that. Actually, I do like that. Would I take a full position? Probably not. Right? If we're just playing the let's just say that we do create, let's just say this is structure, right? And we break structure with this move. So this would have been, so if this is our move, right? We should at least take, it will land us into this fair value gap here. Is there a daily for, no, there's no daily. It will take us down into this fair value gap before maybe moving higher. Right, we got this one too. So we got two fair value gaps here. Right? We could see it. I mean, I would, if I was going to take this, yeah, I would. So first point that I would do, if 50%, yeah, we've already, this, what is, okay, let's see. I want to see this move. Let's see. This is, okay. Yeah, at this point, this is premium. It's still premium. So if price does want to go lower, I want to see it just move quicker, you know, a bit quickly down to this first point, right? Once it retraces just a bit quicker, if we are playing to the downside. which right now I think it looks like we might. Three of this up. I would probably just take two for now. Yeah, I'd probably take two of these micros. And it would just have to happen up there. Right? Stop loss is above this breaker. I think I'm gonna do that. I will manage once we get in. I'll manage this. If I see a second opportunity, then I'll get in. But because look, this is starting to look like we're just kind of this liquidity. We could take all of this, create more sort of larger points of liquidity before moving lower. So, and that could be our confirmation. So let's just do that actually. This is, instead of entering here, I'm just going to wait. Right? And if we could enter with a single contract. You could enter with a single contract here. Right? Stop above that. And a 3-to-1 in there. Because what could happen is, we've seen it multiple times, right? Where we get sort of a move like this. Sort of a move like that where we see an area that price could dip into, and we have no confirmation. We have nothing to say, yeah, this is a good place to get in. It happens so quickly, right? So this is where you could, if you have high conviction that price is going to reach into that area, go ahead and calculate what you're willing to lose if it goes against you, right? In order to get in order to follow your bias, if that makes sense. Low risk, always enter with low risk, right? This is also a pretty risky entry, because you don't know where it could go unless this is what you trade. Unless this is the model that you trade and this is all you trade, you have a better idea, right? But like this, right? This kind of stuff, this is hard. This is really hard to get an entry. At least for me, right? I'd like to see a little bit more confirmation, which we did here, right? We confirmed by breaking this, right? With displacement to the upside, right? We got a pullback and then inducement before moving up higher. So there's that. Oh, I was let's see, we've got this. Let's get rid of that. I need some eye drops. This light, this actually, I'm gonna oh yeah, it's a bit more orange. If it's orange on the live, let me know, but I don't think it should be. I just need something for my eyes, you know? So, hold on, let me get some eye drops. Okay. Let's get rid of that. So we know we have, this is our wick, right? For on the larger time frame, this is our wick. We have a small order block here, or breaker block, sorry. Breaker block is basically a an order block that got disrespected, right? So you can see this is a sort of, I mean, this is not really a good order block just because we came up, totally disrespected that before moving higher. Then went lower, so I would say this is a lower probability one, but it's there nonetheless. So we had the idea, right? This is the idea. The idea for today, for right now, is going to be a short position. Okay, this is a short. We're gonna go for a short position. In this short position, all right. All right, so I think I will take this short position. Like I said, I want to see us get into a price, into a PD array. So at this point, I want to see us get into this fair value gap here, or this consequent encroachment of this wick, right? So we're going to use this wick as sort of a fair value gap on NQ. We see, and why would I use this wick, right? Typically, I wouldn't necessarily use a wick, but we have a couple of things. So we have on right here on ES, we have a fair value gap on the 2 hour. And then if we look closer right in here on ES, we have this wick, right? This wick acts like a fair value gap as well. And what I'm going to look for is basically, I want to see a sort of order block here or breaker block here that we can, if we can find a breaker block, right? So, and on ES, let's just say we have this is a 2 hour fair value gap. If we can find an order block on ES here, this is going to give us sort of, this is going to give us our unicorn model, right? For us to possibly go lower. So I'm going to look for that. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour, still nothing there. 30-minute, here we go. Now we're starting to see something. This is, all right, this would be sort of our breaker. It's a little, so let's just, we know that's a 30-minute. All right, do we have anything else? Here we go. This, I would rather trade something like this, right? Or use something like the 15-minute is still a good time frame for me. Right? I know that this is what I'm trading most of the time. So this to me looks pretty good. Is there anything else on the 5-minute? 5-minute we have, so I mean we have oh, here we go. We have this one. We have this on the 5-minute. This looks good to me. So we have on the 5-minute we have an order block, right? inside a 2 hour fair value gap, right? Which this is, to me, feels a lot better for an entry. on NQ, let's see, what do we have? We have a wick, right? Which is, I mean, it's honestly, I'm gonna use it as a fair value gap. But let's see, on the 1 hour, we do have a fair value gap, right? We have this. This is our fair value gap on the 1 hour. So it's basically the wick. On the 30-minute, we have so that wick is sort of our breaker block. I want to see something a little bit. Here we go. This is a breaker block inside of a fair value gap. This is, to me, a bit of a better entry. So I'm just analyzing here to see what we can find. We also have, well, here's that. No, we have this here, right? I'm just overlapping. I know this chart looks like a mess at this point. I'm sorry. I am just overlapping some stuff. I want to see what is, so I have the middle lines for all of these gaps. I just want to see where they're at, where they're landing, right? So basically I'm just creating a heat map of the most sensitive areas that price can, or the most of some of the areas that price is most sensitive to. Sorry. That took a minute. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm basically just going to take this, draw it here, all right, extend it over, and then get rid of all of this. And then I know that this, to me, is an important area. And I've just kind of cleaned it up, right? That's all I did. I just cleaned it up. I want to see price move around this area, right? Because there was a lot of overlaps, right? And multiple time frames. So this was sort of my hot spot. This doesn't mean that my stop loss is going to be right here, right? For that same reason, because we had multiple PD arrays, right? But this was sort of, to me, a better area that we could trade into. Now, I'm just going to watch price, right? Because again, this thing could just start ripping to the bottom. We may not even get up here. So this thing could just dump, right? Dump into where we want to see it go. And honestly, this looks pretty good. Like, look at this. It's just been dump, 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 dump. This could 100% do this right now. So previous day low, right? We are basically just trading around it. And this could be, let's see. So look, if you were trading a sort of a turtle soup to the downside here, this is where we just have to be a little bit more careful, right? You would have said, all right, higher high, or sorry, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We got higher low. Oh, we broke structure, right? Came back in, take your entry, stop loss, right? And, or sorry, stop loss maybe right up at these highs. You wouldn't got stopped out here. So done. You're like, all right, well, it's not time. Okay. Low, higher low, higher low, you know, higher low, sorry, higher low here. Boom, break. Now what? Do we want to get in? Right? If we get in, the only way that I'm getting in is on this area here. So we've got a small breaker here, right? This is where I would get in, right? I would put my limit order, stop loss, targeting right here. But I'd like to, we haven't quite moved into this area that I want us to move into, right? So could I take this? Yeah, sure. I could. But I think there is a high probability, there's a higher probability of us going a little bit higher here before fully taking us all the way down. Okay, here, oh, this could be, we could take these here. We could be taking these here in just a second. All right, I'm gonna mute myself, guys. All right. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, please let me know. If it doesn't, also let me know. If it doesn't make sense. So like, bro, you suck. Like, okay. To me, this is structure. This is a, we go to the 5 minute. To me, this is structure to continue, right? To continue to go here. Not necessarily higher, not yet, at least. Because in order for us to go higher, I think I want to see us, if we go higher, it's going to be a big move, right? It's going to be a big move. So it'll just, and we'll have basically no entry. It'll just happen. It'll just break and go. 29 minutes till market open. So 9:30 market opens. Let's go for 9:30 is going to be right here. Market is opening there. We could see us dump here. Nice, right? So I would actually take, man, I would take, I like this. I think we could go higher. I really do. Like for now, right? Let's just say we go here. That's an entry that I would probably take. And this is just me not following the trend, literally. For like $70. Yep. I would take this actually. And honestly, because I don't really, oh, we have looks like we might have an SMT here. If we don't break this, we'll have an SMT. So if we don't break this, I feel a little bit better going with a long here, which I would probably do. And 464. And I'm just going out with like really small size, not that big of a risk. 4 to 3 if this plays out. And again, I'm not looking to take it all the way to up there. I'm just trying to play the direction of where this could go right before moving lower. Now it could do whatever it wants. Remember that. It could do whatever the heck it wants. So yeah, this actually, I think this would be, I would go right here. That's what I would do. If it plays out or not, let's see. But we've got this thing just nice big wick. tapped into it. It said, nah, nip, don't wanna, don't wanna. Yes, so we do have, it looks like we do have an SMT here, right? Between these two here. SMT to go a little bit, just a little bit higher maybe. So there's an SMT there. Can we hold this SMT? Right? That's the question. Can we hold this SMT or not? Which one? So this is London high. London took Asia high and low. This is Asia high, Asia low. We took that overnight, right? 4 a.m., 350, 340. This is London low. Right now, we've got about 24 minutes till market open. I think when market opens, this thing, it could just, I mean, it's either going to just fall on its face down here or it's just going to run. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay, looking at this. We have a few points that right now, that's our structure for a market maker model, right? This is where we're at. This is our structure. So I would, we could manipulate before going higher, or we could just come up here, then our manipulation, then we go higher. I don't know. Because I don't feel like 100% on this one. I'm just going with a very, very small size, very tight risk in a place that if it doesn't go my way, then it was a complete invalid trade. Now we just wait, you guys. We just wait. Also, I've been playing let me show you. I've been playing chess. I've been playing. It's like I literally just started playing yesterday, so it's not like I've been playing chess. Where are we at? Here we are. All right, let's do this. We're gonna play some chess while we wait. Sure. Let's play. Oh, I'm playing with somebody for real. Guys, I don't judge my chess abilities, okay? I am doing my best, doing my best. And this is how I'm gonna kill time while I wait for this. All right. That is how I do it. Did it how I do it. right. Where are we going, sir? Where are you going? Oh man, yeah, I'm not that great at chess, you guys. I really am not. Um, well, okay. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Oh, I know. Boom. Go ahead, Mr. Sir. Eat my thing. And this is how we are going to get through all of this. So we're going to go through our trading. That makes sense. What is this dude trying to do? Let's see. You're trying to eat this one, aren't you? Aren't you, you little sucker? Well, I ain't gonna let you. All right. Okay, there. Yeah, I'll take you there. Where do you want to go? Let's see. Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, shoot, I didn't see that one coming. Bro, I'm about to be done, aren't I? Oh, snap. Man, whatever. Guys, I'm really not that great at chess. This sucks. Okay, sir, go. Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Bye bye. All right, this guy is pretty. This guy's good, or maybe I just really suck. But whatever. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Okay. 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 What do I want to do here? Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna. 7 minutes to market open. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Looks like we might have missed this. It's fine. It is fine. I gotta take this out because then it'll fill me up here. What did this guy go or what? Little pawn. Okay. I mean, I got nothing at this point. Yeah, I got nothing at this point. Come on, bro, do something. We're just here playing a game of chess, you guys, while we wait for this thing. It's oh, okay. Okay. The hell is this? Oh, he just okay. Oh man, okay. Whatever. That was great. That was great. 4 minutes till market opened. You guys, we're trying to catch this move here. Small move up here. Didn't get filled. It tapped into it as soon as we were creating this order. So saw it coming down. It was here. Created the order, started moving away, and eventually just left us. Which is totally fine. So we'll just look and see if we can find something that gives us a little bit more confirmation on the way up. I mean, I thought this was pretty great. Whatever. I don't think that it will break this. I don't. And if it does, it is going down. Those are my thoughts. Those are my observations for this. What else do we have? What's another game we can play? I think this is literally, I'm just gonna Let's play some roulette. No, this is probably not the best thing to play while we're doing this. Not the best thing to play while we are trading. Literally gambling and trading at the same time. That's not that shouldn't be a thing. You know? Gotta keep our brains straight. Let's play another thing of chess, shall we? Oh, if you guys want to play together, let me know. I'll create an account. We'll play together. All right, this guy. Okay. Oh shoot, I messed up already. Dang. Whatever. Oh, I didn't see that one. Did not see that one coming. TBH. 9:30. Here we go. 9:30. What do we want to do? All right. Well then. All right, we're filled, and it looks like we're just about to just break this thing. All right, let's go to our trade. We're filled. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, it looks like we could just break this thing. I mean, it's got some power to it. It's got some strength behind this move too. Yep. Boom. Did it take it? Is it taking it? And this is why, like, no real risk behind this move, right? Or behind this sort of lay up to the upside here. But this thing is just, it's going. I would take another shot at this, but with just a single contract. Like I wouldn't go crazy on it, you know? Yeah, look at that. It literally just wanted to clear all of this. It could go up at this point, you know? Could go up from here. So we sort of swept a high point of what's this in the 1 hour? Let's see. Is this in the 1 hour? Do we see it? I mean, yeah, we do see it. It's I mean, it is, and this is a better point. It still serves, but this is a better point for me, right? Once we move into this fair value gap, we'll look for a model from here. Okay. So this is where we'll find it. This is where we will find it. We'll look for the model here. Right. And we'll look for a model if it forms here. This whole move, right? If we look at it, this is where we want to see most of that play out. So I'm going to be a little bit more confident on this playing out inside of here if it does decide to move down here, right? So what else do we have here? We are taking this, right? Maybe our manipulation. What is this? initial sweep, right? Maybe our manipulation happens, take out this right here. This is also a point of liquidity. So we've already swept that. And honestly, like, I don't know that I want to see anything. This is our initial sweep, right? So initial sweep, boom, manipulation. Maybe we take out one of these two, maybe just one, right? Manipulate to the upside. So, but that, I want to see it happen right in there. Oh, you won. Okay. Great. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, so I need to fix this screen here, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. See if I can fix this right quick. Hold on, I need to go back to this. Trying to fix this screen here. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Nope. Guys, fixing it live. Fixing it live. Nope. Yeah, I have it. Okay, I have it unlocked. Yeah. There we go. Right there. Something like that. This will be this is our, yeah. Does that seem about right? Right? That seems about right. That looks about right to me, so I'm just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it there. Boom. Yep. Cool. That is looking a lot better. Lock that bad boy there, and that's that. All right. Okay, so now go back to the screen. Now let's start looking for what we could possibly see. All right. Oh, we haven't swept that low. Oh, no. No, I marked this wrong. Sorry. Sorry, you guys. This is our initial sweep here. We have initial sweep, right? Now, this is where we could see a manipulation move, right? Boom. And it automatically just starts moving higher. I mean, we could sweep this. So we'll just watch and see what happens. So this is where we're at. It's 8 minutes into the market open. It's 9:30. We've pretty much pulled back into this fair value gap. Let me get rid of this. We had an SMT up here on a high time frame to take us a little bit lower, right? Doesn't have to, but in this case it did. SMT right there between these two assets. And actually it was up here. SMT to go lower. So we took external on ES. We have not taken external. Well, sort of a daily external, right, on NQ. This was a weekly was it a weekly external? Yeah, it was. And then all of this, well, yeah, it was a daily. On NQ, we have not taken that. So initial sweep, right? Maybe we take these. Maybe we take both of these, right? Wick into this. This is maybe our manipulation. This is where it could happen. Right. So maybe we just wick and then right away. Right, something like that. I don't know. Maybe not that high, but you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe we create, sort of what we've been seeing here, right? With these wicks and quickly moving back up, right? Quickly moving back up. This is a 4-hour fair value gap. Yep. 4-hour fair value gap. I don't know that we will go down here. This would feel really good to continue higher. This. And break through, right? All right, now we swept this. So this is now swept. Okay, high time frame sweep. Okay. Do we want to sweep this? Do we want to take it? This is where there's times where I'm like, man, I should just play this continuation just down here, right? But there's no reason, there's nothing here. Like my risk is way too much to try to just take this little bit. So there's no, this is how you get it now. Stop loss at that swing high. Oh, that intermediate swing high here. One to one. No thanks. Not worth it. Not worth it. All right, hold on. I gotta do one more thing. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, I had to open up my messages, and I don't want you guys to creep on me. So, okay. Get rid of that. We don't need it. Can we create more structure, or do we just shoot back up? Right? Because I think, oh, at this point, and if we move above these highs here, let's get rid of all of this. Guys, the hardest thing is keeping my charts clean, right? Like I'm always marking up stuff, but I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm trying to keep it clean. This would be sort of a confirmation move that I'd like to see us in order to go higher right now. Unless we create more structure here, then down here, then our confirmation move would be lower. We are in a high time frame point of interest, right? So high time frame point of interest. Do we have a sweep? Absolutely, we have a sweep, right? We're in both of these. Done. Do we have a trigger? Technically, yes. I'd like to see us create more of a structure for a trigger. This is our trigger is really just a confirmation of where does price need to move above in order for us to say, yeah, this is a move. Do we have a manipulation? Not quite. Not yet. Not yet. So we're starting to see something forming. We're starting to see price doing what we want it to do. We're starting to see a high probability setup, right? Meaning on this setup, am I comfortable losing $280 or whatever your risk is, right? Right now, no. Why? Because we haven't manipulated. We haven't really done any sort of manipulation. Now, this, if this does something like, if this starts doing something like this, then that's our manipulation move at this point would be right here. Would be from this point down here to this point up here, right? That's our manipulation move. Really, really from here to here, because that's on the 5 minute, I think. Well, no, I guess this is our confirmation right here. This is what I would like to see. This is a manipulation. Where does it take us? 1.5 deviations. This is perfect. We are almost set up, right? We're almost set up to take us a little bit higher. We just want to confirm some of these moves, right? We want to confirm this. We want to make sure that we break above this, right? With some sort of manipulation, whether that is more structure, and then taking out and sweeping this again in order to take liquidity here, or just a complete run to the upside, just like we had. Where do we have that? We had that somewhere, right here, just like we did here. This was on Friday. Yeah, Friday we had this move, right? So we come down, we sweep sort of this internal low. We sweep it, right? Then what? Come up, manipulate to sweep this internal low, right? And then we don't get any structure to the upside, but what we get is just displacement, right? Displacement that takes us past, let me mark this right, past our confirmation, right? To confirm to the upside. So this is a point of confirmation that we want to see get broken, right? Come back, right, into a fair value gap. This fair value gap is a valid entry here, as long as your stop loss is down here, right? Targeting up here. What do? We come up, we induce, right? We induce this with this. Again, a second entry here. This would have been a hard entry because maybe a lot of people were looking into this fair value gap. Then guess what? It never gets, your order never gets filled and this thing runs. If you caught this, awesome. I caught it. I think I scaled into this. Or I don't remember how I did it. Anyways, this is what we're looking for. Okay. And so this is what I want to see. I want to see some sort of confirmation, or sorry, manipulation above. right? And look at where we're trading. We're trading in the exact same place that we we ripped to the upside. Makes sense? All right. All right, so ES is going lower and Q seems to try to be going higher. Does it make sense? It doesn't have to make sense. Maybe ES will catch up in just a second, but so far they are literally going the opposite way. A huge SMT to go higher. This could take us this could just rip to the upside at this point. Right, initial sweep. What would this look like for? This is a 2. No. I mean, if you want to, you could take that, but I don't think so. All right, we're gonna see this play out. Okay, I'll be right back. Like I said, we'll see this play out. I want to see us create. I know I said I'll be right back, but whatever. Like this got taken. I'm not interested in this. Right? This is because this is where we want to see a confirmation higher. Right? Not here. Do we create more structure? That's what I want to know. Do we create more structure? Right? Do we manipulate all the way down here? Right? Do we have two? Here's a better question. Are we going to have two models inside of one right now? Meaning, are we going to have a model create itself? Right here. Is this a model that we might want to see? Right? Meaning, right, we create structure. Manipulate, right? And then displace higher. Ultimately taking us back up here. Is that we could see this, we could play this, right? Knowing that the overall model, if it presents itself, it's going to be the exact same thing. So this is so this would, if it plays out, I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying if it plays out, right? We could see us do something like that, where we have, here, let me make this a little bit larger. So we are in a 2 hour, I think 4 hour fair value gap here right now. This is what I'm looking for. Do we create a model to take us back to our confirmation point to take us higher? Right? So do we play this model? Probably. Ultimately, right, this big model basically just gives us a direction to our bias. So if this plays out, if this model, this larger model plays out, meaning right here, this 5 minute, right? If this 5 minute plays out, we confirm above this point or whatever this point, maybe this point, right? If we confirm above this point, this tells us, right, this model is playing out to take us back up here. We also have to remember, okay, where is our manipulation? Let's just say our manipulation was, where was it? Let's just say we get an SMT right here, right? Maybe I should have drawn this higher. Well, let's just pretend, okay, pretend we manipulate, pretend we're down here. Boom. 1.5 standard deviations takes us right up here. As long as if we can get that confirmation, like where we're able to go higher, right? We can measure it, we can see it, we see structure being broken, we're in a high time frame point of interest, we've swept liquidity, we have a trigger that we manipulate it. Then once we break over it, that's our confirmation. Then we look for an entry. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me know. Give me some give me that emoji. It's our manipulation emoji. And if you have questions, let me know, okay? If you have questions about the market maker model, if what I'm looking for, why I'm looking for it, why I'm not getting in certain spots, let me know. I know it's a lot. It can be a lot. ICT concepts can be, they can just blow your head. Okay. And not because they're, I mean, they are awesome, but they blur, like, there's so much information. There's so much information, and trying to take all of that information at once and trying to apply it, it can be overwhelming. I know it was for me when I first started. I was like, I'm looking for these things. I'm trying to figure it out. Let's go, bro. Manipulation hand. All right, so my brother's, he's on this chat. Um, he said, I want to, we should stream together. And I said, with you, I got to be careful. I love you. All right. So, was there a market maker model here? It looks like there was, right? It looks like this is our manipulation here. Right here, break of structure. Let's just even call it here. Break of structure, right? Pull back for our entry. It takes us to 1.5. At this point, it took us all the way down here, which is fine, which is what we want to see, right? This is still a valid market maker model. I wasn't too confident about this one. I wasn't too confident about this one because structure just it just felt like it wasn't really being I mean, let's see, high time frame sweep, right? See, this would have been technically, this on a higher time frame would have been our point of interest, our trigger, right? Sweep. Well, no, point of interest is here. Manipulation. I wasn't really sure about this one because when I measured it, it took me down here, which we had already taken into this fair value gap or balanced price range here. So I wasn't too convinced in this, right? Then we came up here, came back up, broke structure. So this is where I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. I saw it. I saw this yesterday, right? Last night. I took a look and I was like, let's see what's going on. This happened and I was like, I don't know. There's more needs to happen. This morning, right? All of this happened. We were here this morning. Now we're down here. This is a better place for me to look for entries. Okay, we swept internal, like an internal low, right? We swept a structural low, right? So this to me feels better. If we can get a more structure, and then our manipulation sweeps and takes us down into this, right? That even now we've already swept we've already swept all of this liquidity. There's nothing else for us to sweep at this point unless we go down here. There's nothing else for us to sweep here. All of this has been taken care of, right? This is what we want to see. We want to allow ourselves to breathe and say, all right, cool. The only reason, and if we can lower the reasons for us to go like the opposite of our bias of where we want to go, the better. The only reason we would go down here is to take out, let me get rid of all of this. Actually, let me clean my chart again. Much better. The only reason we would want to go lower is to take this. That's the only reason we would go lower at this point. All right, we might continue lower, trade into that one fair value gap that I showed you on the 4-hour, right? Which would be this little one right here. We could definitely maybe wick into this, right? Before continuing higher, we're trading in this fair value gap, right? We're trading in that. So yeah, I'm still looking at all of this, right? This is where I want to go. This is what I want to take. All right. All of this buy side. All right. All of this buy side liquidity up here. That's what I want to take. Low hanging fruit's going to be right here. It's going to be this one. The one we just currently made. Right. So now we took this, right? We took, depending on what time frame we're in, like right now we're on the 4 hour. This would have been external for us, right? These 2 points, right? This one, because we were ranging from here, well, from here to here, right? Anything in here internal. So we went from internal to external, right? Taking out both of these externals. Now what? Create a model. Let's create a model. And let's see if we can displace above all of this, right? Looking for a fast run. Okay, I said I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. 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 How to get an energy drink. Also, Chris, are you still here? Maybe I can. Okay. Let's see if this works. What's up, dude? Did you get FaceTime working on your computer yet? Bro, I need you to get to it. All right, look, everybody, can you guys see him? You can see him down here on my camera. I'm just talking to him real quick. What are you covering your chest for? All right, so I'm gonna show you real quick what what I'm looking, basically how I calculate my risk and stuff. Okay, so let's just say you're gonna grab this tool here. It's the long and short, basically this right here, long position, short position. We're gonna go for the long position and just mark it anywhere. Just put it anywhere. It should show like this. One. It should show like two, like a square with cut in half. Okay, from here, you double click inside of this um, little. Just double click it to go to your settings. Okay, in the account size, you're gonna put 1,000. Your lot size, you're just gonna leave it at 1. Your risk. This is where you're gonna manage your risk. This is where you have to figure out what's my risk. So figure out what's your typical risk that you're willing um to lose per trade. Bro, this you should have done your homework. This was it. What's your risk? 75? Put 80. So that it'll yeah, so $80 is your risk, right? I'm going to make one. Oh, nobody's here. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make one 200, right? Just for now. Okay. So entry price, all of this stuff doesn't really matter. You can put just put, let's just say go profit level, just do 60, and then stop level we're going to do, or sorry, do 60, and then no, do sorry, 40 and 100. And 100. Okay, on style, yours, I think yours looks like this, like what mine looks like right now, right? With like, okay, which is fine. So you're gonna leave it like this so you can get used to seeing all of this. Um, you can do always show stats, so it'll show you what all of this. Um, and then what you're gonna do is you can save this. Okay, you can save this if you want. So, but save as, and then just put long entry, and then just put, if you have $80 risk. Yeah. So now every time you go to that long position, you can right click here, template, and then get your template. Okay. Now go to the short position and do the same thing. So now it's going to be basically backwards, right? So the red's going to be on top, So you're gonna basically copy the same thing. So account size 1000, lot size 1, risk 80, profit. How many ticks was this? Profit ticks 100 and stop level 40. Okay, so now you can save, make sure you save it. So now every time you pull your long position tool, right click, you can, and then you can basically have what you put in there. Okay, and then this allows you to take and measure different things. So let me take it so that you can see what what you see. Okay, you see right here. Okay, I'm on the long tool. Let me change it so it shows the stats all the time. There. Okay, I'm on the long tool. You see risk reward ratio. Okay, that's basically how many your risk, right? And your profit is 3 times your risk. If you lower your profit, you see now your profit, if I put it right here, my profit is now 2 times my risk. So I'm risking, let's just say $1 to make to make $2. Right here I'm risking $1 to make $2.67. Right? I'm risking $1 to make $3.81. Okay, so your risk to reward. Now, what do we say? This whole time we've been saying what? Look for trades that are 2.5 to 1 or above. Right? So that means we're trying to make $2.50 per dollar at least, right? So let's just say we go here. You can do what is it? $50 stop loss to 100 is it 150? 150 profit ticks? 150, right? All right, so then do it so it's like 50 and then 125. So your stop level is 50 and then your profit is 125, right? That should be a 2.5 to 1 ratio risk reward. Okay. So this is the least trade that you're going to take, right? This is the least. So whenever you get this tool, then you can come in here and be like, all right, this is the least amount that I like. This is my risk has to be this in order for me to take this, this trade or whatever. And this is I'm not, I'm not going to settle for less profit than this. Okay. So this model is pretty much done here. Okay. Anyways, so now we're here. You see where it says, don't worry about open P&L. This doesn't really matter. What matters is you see the quantity QTY. Okay. That's basically telling you, hey, this is how many contracts, micro contracts you need for this, for your risk. How many does it say QTY? 40. Is your risk set to, what's your risk set to? So what happens if you go to create order, what does this tell you right here? So right click. Oh, okay. So right click and do create limit order. What does it say on your units? What's your risk? What's your stop loss risk? What does it say on the price, right, or on the dollar sign? Okay. How many ticks did you put there? Yeah, but how many ticks is your stop loss? Are you on MNQ or are you on NQ? You have to go to MNQ. This is micros. MNQ is micros. NQ is full contracts. MNQ. You want to be an MNQ. Yeah, this is micro NASDAQ micro contracts. Now try it. Because you would lose a lot of money on NQ. Long. Go to the long position right now. Make sure. Okay, so here. Did you do it like this? So let's just go. I'm going to go long position, right? Right click on in here. Go to my template. Then right click on this again. Okay. Then once you get that, you right click on this. Then you create limit order in here using this tool, not over here. Okay. So right click and then create limit order. Really? Let me see. All right, let me see your settings again on that. Double click that settings. Hold on, I can't see. Stop it. Okay, now press OK. All right, now did you save that as a template? Yeah. And then overwrite it to whatever you just. All right, now create limit order. Let me see, go up. All right, delete it again. Like get rid of it and then grab that same tool again. Put it on. Right click, template, and then do the. All right, change it. Just change it manually. Let me see where you're at. There's something wrong. You're doing something wrong for sure. Let me see what contract you're on. Okay. And you're still getting, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that tool doesn't work, right? Okay. No, hold on. I need to see that. Let me see that. No, let me see that screen that you're on. Yeah, change the units to 2. All right, now. Oh, well, something happened. I don't know what happened to your phone, but we got disconnected. I think honestly at this point, I don't know that I would take this yet. Today I'm just gonna take one trade. Um and if it's gonna be one, it's gonna be the one that takes us up here. All right, something happened in your phone. Mm, okay. So now does it show the same thing on yours? So template, grab your template and then create limit order. Still 32? Go to your set go to your settings here again. Go to these settings. Double click that. And let me see your input settings. Yeah, hold on. Oh, okay. You have risk 80%. Go change that to USD, bro. Oh my gosh. Save it as a template. Save it as a template because then you'll forget. Do the same thing to the other one. Jeez Louise, bro. Like, no way. I was like, there's something wrong. Okay, so now go to the short position. Go to your short position. Guys, I'm talking to my brother right now, so we're just inception. You're on the stream, so all right. So now you should see it. All right. So now when you right click and do create limit order, you should have it should give you a specific amount of units to your risk, right? It should be close to $80. So your risk, yeah. So see risk $75. So now you can, instead of you guessing how many contracts you need to put in here, you can see. So like if I move my, let's just say I move my stop loss down here, my profit up here, right? This is a 2 to 1. I wouldn't really take this, but let's just limit order. Then it tells me, oh, you can risk 2 contracts. It's like awesome. Or if I close in my stop loss, right, and I create a limit order, you can risk 5 contracts. So it automatically calculates according to the risks that I told it. Right. So if my risk, let's just say I put 200 bucks. Right. Okay. Calculate. So if I create a limit order, now it tells me, hey, you can only take 3 contracts. Oh, okay, awesome. So you're not having to guess on how many contracts, what you need to do. And then you can see here, right? So you can see, let me go back to what you have. You can see right here, we're this helps you calculate, is this trade, right? Before you get into it, is this trade at least 2.5 risk to reward ratio? No. Or if it was right, like it would have to be at least that for me to say, yeah, this is a valid trade. But then you can look, okay, is this a valid stop loss? Is this a valid take profit? You know what I mean? So like you're not having to guess and fear like, oh, is this a good trade? Like correct. So like let me give you an example, right? So let's say I take a short position. Let's say none of this had happened already. Let's go actually let's do a little bit of a replay. So let's just say I'm right here, right? I'm like, all right, maybe I'm gonna take a short position. I don't know, price could keep going higher, whatever, whatever. I'm gonna take a short position, right? I'm gonna open. If it goes above my stop loss, I want it to be right above this swing high. Great. Let's see, my profit. Maybe I'll take profit here, low hanging fruit. What's this? 1.1, 1.38 to 1. that's not gonna work for me. I don't want to take this, right? Because why? We're looking for 2.5 to 1 at least. Now I could come down and take this down and be like, all right, 2.5. But honestly, the possibility of this of me getting stopped out because this is inside a fair value gap is a little bit higher than if I had it above this. All right. Now I can make my entry if we enter, at least 2.5. If we get hit, great. Then I feel more comfortable, but I'm not gonna take this current price stop loss here to take profit here because this is a 1-to-1. Makes sense. So that's how I use this tool. Okay, so I can figure out, okay, where do I want to enter? Is this a valid? Is this too short of a stop loss? Is this a valid profit? What? And then look at my stats, and then if I find it, then I create a right click. Where is it? Here it is. Why isn't it doing it? Oh, because it's a market replay. Anyways, you would right click and then you would, create limit order, and then you would figure out, okay, this is how much I'm risking. This makes sense, etc., etc. Make sense? S Yeah. So it's a great tool to use, right? So let's just say you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna get in this trade here, even though there's nothing really. I'm gonna go long here. My target is gonna be this up here, right? Which is a huge target, by the way. My stop loss is gonna be right below this swing point. This is a 2.97 to 1. All right, but this is still a big trade, right? Three let's see. My risk, yeah, 200. Okay. Create limit order. Honestly, I should just take one of these contracts. And this is how much I'm risking, 234 to possibly make 694. Right? So I'm like, no, this doesn't work for me. Makes sense? And you could also yeah, I mean, at this point, this is how I would use this tool. I would probably take this high here. Now this is a 2.2 to 1. I don't know that I would. This doesn't feel like this is not a high probability trade, right? Even if it shoots up, right? I still, right now as it stands, this is not a high probability trade because we don't see any structure to the upside yet. There's no structure shift. There's no price that tells us, hey, we want to go higher. You know? Now, could this shoot up like we did where right here? See how we came down and then boom, broke structure and then created this beautiful market maker model? We could do that, but and honestly, you could if you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go somewhere. You could go with a single contract, right? Single contract. That's still a pretty big risk here. So if so it would be like, all right, this is out of my risk, 144, then don't take it. You know? Like at that point, just don't take it. So what am I looking for here? I want to I want to see a market maker model being formed, and not necessarily a big market maker model. I want to see a smaller market maker model be formed in order to go higher, right? Well, in order to go here, so let's just say our target is here. Okay, why is our target here? Why do we want to see that as our target? Well, yeah, but our we ulti- ultimately we want to get up here, right? to this buy side, because this is where we had that resting buy side from, like all of this, right? See it? So this is where we had that. So we want to get up there, but how do we get there? We basically, our first point of interest is here, right? Because if we break this, this is basically a confirmation on a high time frame. This is the 5 minute. This is a high time frame market maker model. So right now we just want to play this. We want to play this small market maker model. Right? We want to see if we can find a small market maker model to take us here, right? So that we can confirm this big market maker model. Right? So we're playing a small model inside of a big model that'll take us here, right? But our first goal is here, not up here. All right, so today that's the goal. And today you're gonna risk, and we're gonna go in with some good risk, um, to hopefully get us back up there. And now I was actually reading something yesterday, and it said, "Huh? No, it wasn't a book. Here, I'm gonna take you off this screen here. But it wasn't a book. It was sorry, it was a video I was watching. No, I wasn't reading something. It was a video I was watching, and it was talking about the math inside of trading. And it said, okay, you have to you're not gonna be profitable all the time, even with a 90% win rate. Even if you win 9 out of 10 trades, you can still lose all of your money." And I was like, oh, interesting, right? Um, because the chances of you losing, I think it was like 14 trades in a row or something like that, are still there. Even with a 90% win rate, there is still a chance. So it's like knowing that and thinking, so I losing is going to be like, obviously losing is a big part of this, right? But losing has to be looked at as a great thing as long as we get into the right trades. Right? So like for me, I'm okay. I'm okay with losing $1,100. Not in a single trade, but over the course of maybe 4 trades, consecutive losing trades. Right? If my risk is 280, then I'm willing to lose $1,100 or in 4 consecutive loses. Right? So it's like, but I have to be prepared for that mentally. It's like for you, what is your 80 bucks, $70, right? What is yours? $80. 75. Let's just say you lose. This is how much you would lose. $300. It's like, are you okay with losing $300 consecutively? Like, well, in 4 trades, not in once. Like in 4, right? What about 75 times 8? What about 600? Yeah, like, I don't know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could see this number, right? Doesn't mean you will, but if you can see this number right now and say, there is a chance, there is a probability, right? I could take the right trades and still lose $600. At least you know what, it doesn't catch you off guard. You know what I mean? Because I think that's the point where it gets really bad, when it just, like, for example, when you lost some money, it caught you off guard. You didn't see it coming. You didn't calculate it. So you're like, oh my gosh, right? Because it totally caught you off guard. But now this $600, if you risk $75 per trade, right? You lose 8 of those trades in a row. you know, this is a number you could see as drawdown. But this is also a half of the number that you saw that you were not expecting. Right? So this is, even then, this is still a better number. In order to see, your drawdown again, you have to lose 16 trades in a row. So that's $1,200 of drawdown. And if you lose 16 trades, it's $75 each trade. So it's like, all right, is this something that I feel comfortable with, right? Like for me, even 1100 is still pretty high. Like, so that's what if I do 200, right? I can lose 8 trades in a row at 200 for $1,600 of drawdown. So that's why, okay, like for me, yeah, maybe if it's a really good trade, I'll take a little bit more, but for now, I think 200, and I'm going to change that right now. 200 is going to be where I'm at. So then $800 for 4 trades. Boom. So now we just, yeah, literally sit here, wait. There's not much for us here. Yeah, just looking for a model to be made. Even if it's a small model, right? You can see we're creating structure on the 1 minute. But it's like, all right, now we've got some sort of structure. We've already swept. Now we don't have to see a sweep of any kind right now. I just want to see us, if this is a manipulation leg, it'll take us above here. So we'll come up here, right? Only if this is a manipulation leg, then we can measure this, right? From here to here, it takes us around this area, right? So maybe we possibly could see this, or just a failed swing into this small fair value gap to go a little bit lower. But we're not there yet. We haven't confirmed it. So we're just kind of anticipating, measuring beforehand to see where it could take us. Could this be a manipulation move? And then just adding more points of what do you call it? Stacking odds in our favor. Stacking odds in our favor to see us get to our destination or target, which is right now, it's this, which is a high time frame trigger confirmation to go higher. Make sense? So you got a plan, $80 per trade, $75, $80 per trade. You know that if you lose 16 trades in a row, that's $1,200 of drawdown. That's 16 trades in a row that you have to lose. Okay, that's the odds are if you are doing this right, if you're trading right and waiting and being patient, looking for your model and saying, yeah, $75 of risk, I'm willing to take $75 of risk, right? 2-3 times. That's no problem. Right? The odds of you drawing down 16 times in a row are slim. They're possible, but they're slim. But I think you have a really good edge because you are sitting down, you're just being patient, you're waiting. You know what to look for. I think when you first saw the chart, you were like, I'm gonna get in. I saw your chart. It was just sell, 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 buy, 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 sell, 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 buy, 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 sell, sells. And that's how you lost a good chunk of money in a very, very, very short amount of time. Well, what did I tell you? I said, don't look at YouTube videos. And I'm telling you, once you understand this, and you are starting to understand it more than when I tell you, you are ahead of so many people right now. Like You are ahead of so many people right now because you're being patient. You're waiting for this model to play out, right? I even me right now, I want to be like, oh, get in here right now. Yeah, but let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. A couple of things. There's a few reasons why we could go down and a few reasons why we could go up, right? Well, we're trying to just stack things to our favor. And but never ignore the things that are against us. Okay, number 1, we have liquidity resting, right? All around this area. Okay? Liquidity, all of this. This is a pool, this is a magnet that we might want to take, okay? Number 2. So this is a bullish sign, right? We might want to pull back. Number 2, we've swept this and this. Okay? That's number 2. Number 3, if we measure this, right? Even if let's measure this for a second. Even if we measure this as our sort of manipulation move, we've already arrived to our destination. Okay, we could go lower, and it's starting to go lower. What's another point? We are in a high time frame point of interest, which is these fair value gaps. Now looks like we're just totally disrespecting them. Maybe we take this low here. I don't know. Maybe we take this low. um, but we swept these lows here. Internal lows, right? From here to here. This is internal lows. We swept them. So there's the only point of interest for us to go lower right now on ES is this right here, and also a fair value gap on a higher time frame, right? Which is down here. Okay. So the two reasons why we'd go lower: to take this and go down to that fair value gap, or just to take this. The main reason right now would be to take this. And it looks like that's where we want to go. Unless you just fail to go lower here. Okay. Um and that's why we're looking for a model. That's why, so like right now, if we would have gotten in, right? You would have gotten in here, right? Put stop loss down here, and guess what? Stopped out. Right? Because your stop loss here, right? You were like, oh, I'm going to anticipate this move because it might go up. And if it does, I want to catch it early. Well, guess what? You get stopped out. You're like, oh, okay, well, let me try it again. Put my stop loss here. Guess what? You could get stopped out. Boom, right there. Get stopped out. So that's why these little stop outs get you in more trouble than just taking one solid trade. Right? So that's why it's just it's a waiting game. It's just, okay, now we wait. There is there is a small, let's see, where are we at? It's from here to here. Even to get down here. Yeah, see, this doesn't make sense either. I mean, we could take this low real quick. As soon as we take this low, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to play this. I'm going to play this low. And the way that I'm going to do it, because I do see us taking this low, either we break and then immediately bounce back up, right? or we break and we break full force down. One of the two. I would be okay with risking 30 to 40 bucks on this with a single contract here, right, to take us back for like just a quick reaction move. And I'm just gonna see if I can even get that. That's 130. I'm not doing that. That's 100. No, oh wait, I'm on 2 contracts. That's $90. No thanks. If I'm gonna do that, it's gonna be like, what's this? $60? Still, I don't think I'll do that. I'm literally like, I'm not risking anything here just because. Does that make sense? Like, I'm willing to play. I'm willing to like try certain things, but my risk has to be minimal. $40. I would do that. I would do $40. Now I would figure out. Okay, I'm literally gonna try to catch a falling knife here, right? I'm literally going. Okay, so this could break, right? And then take us all the way back, or this could just break and take this low and take this low together. Boom. Well, it could, or it could continue. It could continue, right? So, or it could be a failed swing here. Here's another thing. I see. This is 2 hour. Let me get rid of these fair value gaps because we clearly just disrespected them. So I'm no longer looking for a model in those fair value gaps. Maybe I'm looking for a model here, right? Inside of this breaker block. This is a order block. Order block is basically a move to the downside before a just run. This is a clear order block for me. Okay, so let's look at the 1 minute. Would I take this? Would I take this? Is this 2.5 to 1? One contract 100? No, I wouldn't. And if I'm being super just transparent, this is just me just wanting to get in a trade. It's hard. If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's hard to sit around doing nothing. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yeah, is that's just, and I yeah, I think I think I think I'm gonna give this one a shot down here. So I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go with a $40 risk here. 90, let's see. Give me 40. Where's my 40? 80 ticks? Okay. 60. That's no. See, at this point, no, not worth it. Because it just feels like this would be just money given to the market at that point, you know? So this is another sign that we got smaller um candles. That means like either we just fully just break below, or this could be a sign of a starting reversal. And this is going to be one of those where it just explodes, right? Like, if that's the case. Huh? It is very close, but we've gotten that before. $70. I'm going to take, if it goes right here, I'll probably take it. Yeah. What is that? 178.50. No, 178. Yeah. I'm gonna go with one. Dang, this computer's being something else. Oh yeah, 5. Okay. That's what I would do here, and then 5,275. What are you looking? What are you looking for? Oh, nice. Candles. You're a candle guy? I see. I see. Oh, interesting. Nice. All right, I'm in this real quick. Just this little. Oh, nice. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'm frozen on my stream right now. It's all good. That's because I'm on this and this here. Let's see, video. Video. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I at this point I just want to see this thing just rip to the upside, right? Like I don't want to see it do like if it's gonna go down, I'm okay getting stopped out, right? Because I know that if I get stopped out, it's just gonna take that swing low, right? That high time frame doesn't have to. Here's the thing, like it doesn't have to take it. Doesn't have to take this. It could. It could just whap, drop, right? There's just because it just because it's we have this big move doesn't mean it has to go back up, right? Doesn't mean it has to rebalance right now. This thing could just stay here, keep dropping, and keep doing its thing. It does not absolutely no reason for it to rebalance. There's no need, right? There's no such thing as I personally don't think there's such thing as like, oh yeah, it's overstretched or oversold or whatever. Sure, typically it rebalances and that's what it tries to do, but it doesn't have to. Right? So do we do we get stopped out here? I'm treating this wick. Also, if there's big wicks like this, right, and we see price like coming close to it, you could treat that those like fair value gaps almost. Like because there was you can tell there was just a big reaction here, right? You saw this as a big reaction point, right? It just touched, completely rejected that and moved all the way up. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to figure out what. All right, can we reject this? Come on, can we reject this? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And my goal with this, so like, yeah, even if I went in with one little micro contract here, my goal with this is to see if we get this back up, right, and create structure, I would just average back into this. So this is sort of an early entry, if you will. Like this is what I guess that's what I'm trying to catch, which now nothing is I was really hoping at this point it would just rip to the upside, but nothing is it's not doing anything. Like Yeah, it really. So look, if you look over here, right? If you look over here, dude, my this computer is there. You look up here, you see these little tiny candles, and then it just rips. And these, yeah, you see how it like comes down, slows down here, and rips a little bit. That's what I'm looking for. Like little, like you saw up here, right? Little candles, little candles, little candles, and then rips, and then little candles. Yeah, so this is just a sign of like for me, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, maybe there's just a little bit of weakness here. There could be a weakness and then a complete drop, right? And that's okay too. I want to see one or the other. Either just drop and get me out of there or just rip to the upside. Uh-huh. So so like right here, see this little like even though these are if we were to make this whole chart like just white, this would be like little candles weak, 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 and then go rip. Right? Little weak, 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 and then just stare. This one just stares to the upside. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just looking, see if we can get a nice push to the upside. Even if it's a nice push to this fair value gap here on the 2 minute, right? A nice push above. Then we, do you know what an inverted fair value gap is? Okay, so an inverted fair value gap is a fair value gap, which you already know that. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Inverted fair value gap is just a fair value gap, but it's a fair value gap where we come in here, we go up, we disrespect, and then we use this as a bullish fair value gap. So this was a bearish, right? So let me mark it as red. This was a bearish fair value gap. We disrespected, and then we inverted this, right? So inverted, meaning we just took it from a bearish to a bullish. Mhm. So this is just an inverted fair value gap. It's just an opposite an opposite PDRA turned inverted. That's literally what it is. Makes sense? Don't, huh? Okay. Okay. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. We have this fair value gap here, right? We have this fair value gap here, right? Let me get rid of this here. We have that fair value gap there. This on its way down, it's right now as it stands, this is a bearish fair value gap, right? This is a bearish fair value gap, right? What we need to do is we're gonna come up here, we're gonna test it, right? Right? This will be continue to be bearish if we go down. If we after we test that level, we come down. Okay, but what if we do this? What if we come down and then we break above it, right? And then do something like, then we could look for something like this. Okay, meaning we disrespected this bearish fair value gap, right? Right here by running through it, closed above, came back down to try like to trade inside of this level. And then we moved up. Then this is an inverted fair value gap. So this turns from a bearish sort of level or area that price can trade and go back up to a bullish level. Okay, now we got stopped out, so I'm just gonna stop at this point. Just boom. Are we gonna take it? Are we taking this? Are we gonna take this? I just want to see. I want to see something, you know. They do count actually a lot. Yeah, but there we go. It's a nice big boom. See, this is what I wanted to see. And I got stopped out. And it is what it is. So at this point, yeah, I'm just waiting here, just to see all of this. And let's see. Yeah. See, I have this one's, I'm like, do I want to, I'm just asking like a question, like, do I want to see myself basically take a few trades to catch this and take it, basically risk this capital, which is 200 at this point, 150, in like 2 or 3 of these trades to go higher? Or do I just, you know what I mean? Just trying to make that decision right now. Because I could take 2 more of these right now. So I could take one now, stop loss down here to go higher. And then that will basically gives me one more $70-$80 trade. Like, try to get this before moving higher. I think I will. Is because I can afford to take two more of these. I wouldn't do it if I couldn't really, if I couldn't say yes to that, because I know that each trade, my cost of doing business per trade is about $200. I already took $50 from that first stop out, right? This is a big bullish candle. Well, in the 1 minute, nice big bullish candle that could take us to this fair value gap. I'm okay with taking this. One contract, $80, right? And that's 130. And then if I get stopped out, I still get one more, if that, to go again. But at this point, if I get stopped out, we're taking that low. Right. So yeah, and I was gonna say that just for you, I would just watch, because you can't really afford to take something like this right now on your account, right? Because then that's one full trade for you. Makes sense? Like, I definitely wouldn't take. And this is if I get filled. Like, I'm not even in this trade. This is just if I get filled. I've already I know my risk, right? You saw that. We went. I'm not even looking at my take profit. I'm just looking at my risk. One contract, my risk is $83. That's all. Like, if I can protect that, then this just comes. This is an outcome of protecting this. So, because a lot of times I used to pay attention to this, take profit, right? But if I can protect this, this will automatically present itself because I'm taking care of this, right? Let's see. Create limit order. Oh, maybe can I tell it and be like, I want to risk $80, $85. Okay, that's cool. So I can just tell it what I want to risk here. It'll calculate it. So yeah, so even if you have your tool and you're like right here, just be like, nah, bro, I want to risk $85 or I want to risk 70 bucks. Great, take one contract. Well, I could risk 80. No, can I risk 90? Yeah, take 2 contracts. You're risking $88. Awesome. So this is a great tool, right? Huh? Yeah, it's just because it allows you to calculate the things you can't see. Makes sense, bud?
La princesa. Right there. Look on your right on the wall. Oh my gosh, your Spanish is so trash. Oh my gosh. If you can get your live stream set up, or if you can get your webcam and stuff set up, I'll bring you in for real. But but dude, you gotta set it up, man, for real. It's all right. It's all good. You see, this thing is running now. It's running. But this is, I could be upset and be like, oh man, we didn't get filled. But this is also, to me, this is pretty good. Because I wasn't fully, I wasn't super confident on this. So if I'm not super confident, like I don't care. I don't care to chase this right now, because if I chase this, look at my risk, right? Let's just go up here. If I chase this, my risk, it's a 1 to 9. 1.9 just to get up here, 1.9 to 1. My risk, if I chase this, my risk right now is $130 over what it was here, $80, which is where yeah. And actually, I think I did this wrong. Hold on. No, I did it right. Yeah. Yeah, this is right. So, yeah, my risk is actually $75, $72. Yeah, $72.50. It's not even $80. So, this to me is a better, and now my this trade, if I get into it, I'm targeting up here, right? I would look here, pay attention if it reverses, but I would target up here for a 4.4 to 1 risk to reward, which is honestly, that to me is a better trade. Ho- yeah, hold on. Let me get, hold on. Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry, I did have myself muted. Anyways, um, I was saying we want to see there's some structure. We want to see us either break this with some strength or just completely move away from it at this point. We have this order block, right? What this now let's check out let's check out ES because I think ES has not taken this either. So this is at this point, both of these assets are aligned. We can see that ES did not take this and Q has not taken this. So now we just wait. We just wait. I am leaving this order here. Yeah, I am leaving this order here. Um, yeah. What do you think? What are some of the things that you feel like you've grasped, or maybe you think that you're struggling with? Hmm? You think you got fair value gaps down? Hmm. Right. This is true. Do you think what are some things you feel like you're struggling with? Huh? Oh, like understanding where structure and why. So yeah, you're right. Like structure in this structure here is a little bit difficult because really this was just a run to the downside. There's very little. So I typically want to see structure on a 3 minute, and there's nothing obvious here except for this point here, and this low, and this low, and this high. Right, everything in here, all of uh, all of this, all of this doesn't feel like clean structure to me. That's why. And when we were down here, I said, "This is why." Well, I said we could. I wouldn't be surprised if this just runs because like there's no real sort of structure here, right? But we do have. If I'm gonna look at the 3 minute and I'm saying, okay, what are the obvious points? Then I see this one here, right? I see this low, right? I see this, and I see this. Right? We have another swing high there. So maybe one. This is sort of so like these are pretty equal, but the most obvious are 1, 2, 3, right? In the 5 minute, this is a little bit difficult to see. This one would not this one would not be on the 5 minute for me. Okay, so it would just be would be here, down here, and up here. Right? Oh, your my face or your face? Here, let me get you out of here. Yeah, we'll put you right there on that corner. You work that corner, okay? Oh wait. No, you don't. No. Yep. Bread and water. Just bread and water. All right, I need this to run, dude. This thing needs to run at this point. I know I'm just like, just sitting. I'm honestly at this point, I'm just being like Yeah, I'm just being impatient. I'm just being impatient. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Let's see. Do we have any opening gaps real quick? We have no opening gaps except this one. This was back in, when was this? What does that say? Wednesday. Wednesday, August 28th. Yep, that's what that says. Okay, power, you see this big candle here? You see this big green candle that I have here? This is a daily candle. So I have a daily candle so I can see where price opened. So price opened up here. See that line? It opened up here. Then we went, this is our high of the day. You can see that right there. That's our high of the day. Then we went down, traded, went down. This is a current low of the day right here. So this just allows me to see the range of where we're trading. This is a current low. We're trading inside of this range. Yeah, it's pretty. It's about a five, four, almost 500 tick range. So this is the range, but it allows me to see where. So like it goes open, you know, manipulation. Sorry, open. Where do we open? Right here, right? Then we manipulate, and then we distribute to the downside. So maybe this candle is done for the day. Maybe that's where I wanted to. Maybe tomorrow we get something. You said you're tired? Me too. Me too. What is it? Climate punishment? What's it about? Gotcha. Hmm. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Sure. Sure I do. And I don't know. I don't care about Pokemon. Nice. 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 Nice amusement park. Where are we on the daily here? Let's see. Hmm. 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 I don't know. Hmm. I don't know where we could go from here. Nice. All right, we just got filled. Nice. All right, we just got filled here. So now we're just looking to see. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I don't mind getting this fill here, because if we break with strength to the downside, just like we did here, just like we did right there with that candle. So we went up, and then just broke underneath, and I think this is what broke. Oh no, it didn't. Anyways, that's what I would like us to see. Again, we don't have to, but we'll see. We will see. We shall see. Where could we go? Where could we go? I mean, at this point, this is a pretty good liquidity run here. This is 1 and 2. So we've got 2 points here that we could see getting ran through real quick before moving higher. Or we leave them alone. We just fail. This is a failed swing low through this order block here to go higher. I really think that if we go high, what? I really think that we have the possibility to go higher here, take these out. This then I would feel more comfortable going lower, right? Like obviously we went really low here, but we haven't at this point. I would really expect that, hey, if we were really dropping and just we would take these in a heartbeat, like just boom, run through them. We haven't done that. So like we haven't done any of that. Like we haven't taken it out on ES or NQ. So is this just a like sort of a slingshot pullback to go higher? Right? Well, what I mean is you have your, so let's just say you have your Fibonacci, right? Let's just go from this whole range. Okay. Fibonacci, right? This is 50% of that range is right here. Okay. 50% from here to here is right here. All right. Typically, we'll see a pullback, right? This will come back around 50%, right? This came into 0.68, which is an optimal entry. Anything from here, here, and here are pretty much like great entry points to go higher. This is way down here. Like it is. If this fails to take these lows, this thing, right? If it fails, it's like stretch, 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 and runs to the upside to take these. Right? Just like we ran, like this could be one of these moves right here. You see this one? You see how we went low, 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 right? And it like obviously. So look, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take this range up here, and let's take this range here, right? This right here. Went down, right? Didn't take this. It went down here. Didn't take this low, right? See it right here? And then it ran. That's what I'm talking about. This. So this is what I would expect to see at this point. Like, don't take out. Right. Doesn't have to. It could, right? It could just start running and just running and running. Doesn't have to. This is why I was comfortable taking something like this right here, because I was like, if I'm okay with risking like $70 or something in order for me to get and see if I can catch this, right? Because we're not breaking through, we're not taking this yet, right? Yes, we still have a lot to go. We still have a couple of fair value gaps to go. I will expect some retracement, but we're not. We haven't at this point. I was really waiting and hoping to see just more of these down candles, right? We just kind of stopped here and we're just trading here, right? So now could we see a model to the upside here? Maybe, right? But I still don't have a manipulation leg. Right? My manipulation leg, I was hoping this, well, we don't need it. We can look for an SMT. I was hoping from here to here, this leg, I was hoping it would be our manipulation leg if we break above this. Right? So I was like, okay, we did this, we're going up, came down, up, down, and then I was like, all right, cool. Can we get this? Then this becomes my manipulation leg because we broke structure here. And then can we see a pullback, right, into this area, fair value gap of something before moving higher? Right? Or do we dismiss this and we just do what we did back here? Right here. Just grind to the upside. Right? But I know that as soon as we break this right here, up here, this is a high time frame confirmation move to go higher, right? If that happens, right, we could see something like this. Right, boom, and then higher. Right, so because then this becomes our high time frame. You see it? This becomes our high time frame market maker model, and this has to be spread apart. But you get the point. You get what I'm saying? So you see this market maker model, right? Boom. This basically, I want to see if we boom, break structure, right? We do something like this, take this and continue higher. And then we're targeting those highs up here. Do you see that? So far, but right now we're just still trading inside of this. We're basically still trading in this order block. And we haven't taken those lows. So I'm still I don't know. Maybe we don't take the lows at all. Maybe we just keep going. Maybe this is where we stop. Oh. Makes sense? What? Oh yeah. I think you type in, yeah, I saw it. This is how you gotta type. You gotta type that. That's the manipulation hands right there, baby. Ham. Hamza. I'm a Hamza. I'm a Hamza. Let's get Christopher out of here for a second. This is my position. This is my entry. What do you mean why? Wait, dude, I don't know if I can hear you. You know what? I don't think anybody can hear you in the chat or on the stream. Can you go check it? How about now? Let's see. Check now.
Hello.
Should be there. No.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yep. You are there. Okay. Cool. Are you there here? Yeah. Check.
Very loud.
It is. It is very loud. Let me add. Let me add a limiter to this. Boom. Go ahead and talk.
Hello.
Yeah. Better. Much better. Much better.
Like I get back.
Huh?
Better microphone.
I think it's whatever. I don't think it matters much.
Dude, science spot.
We're still trading there. We're still just trading around this area.
Yeah, we are. Kind of slow.
It's very slow. Oh, maybe we'll break right now. Maybe we'll break this down.
I think I'm still too loud.
No, I think you're fine. And if it's loud, then whatever.
Alright.
Oh, buddy, did we break this? Did we break this? What are we doing? What are we doing, fellas?
I don't know.
Let's see, what's ES doing? What's ES doing on the 5 minute? That's what I want to know. ES is just okay. So we've got a weekly opening gap here on ES. We've got a daily opening gap on ES. Yeah, so this price is just doesn't know what the heck it wants to do at this point. I think once we break above on ES, if we break above,
I know what I want to do.
what? If we break above this on ES,
We're gonna flip this, see if it goes up or down.
sure, you do what you want to do. So if we go above this on ES, I would feel a lot better on sort of a smaller time frame structure shift. Still not super confident on it. I don't know. I'd like to see more, but so ES would take this, right? This point is right up here on NQ. So again, this is what I was wanting to take out on NQ, and this is exactly what ES would need to take out. We could take this this here on ES, but this would give me a little bit better confirmation on a smaller time frame to taking up here maybe, but not yet. Okay, so that's why I'm looking at these two assets. It's like, all right, This is the point we want to take, and then this is the point. So these are sort of relative points that would confirm the same thing on both assets, right? And when I say assets, I just mean ES and NQ, or MNQ and MES. It's the same thing. But yeah, price is just not doing much
Right.
of anything. And if that's the case, maybe we catch something in the afternoon session. And not I mean, yeah.
Fine.
But yeah, we're just sitting here.
The 5-second delayed.
Oh, is it? Oh, you can see my chart right here. Sick. My economic calendar. Nice, nice.
Yeah. You can see me la princesa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Guys, this is boring. This is boring right now. This is so boring. This is so boring.
It's so boy.
For real, trading is so boring right now. It's boring. Trading's boring.
Do you have a Do you have the gun for dunk hunt?
Hmm? I don't play that stuff. I don't play that stuff, bro.
In the console.
No.
And the controllers too.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, dude. You know what I'm doing? This so I decided I was gonna go ahead and trade all accounts at once. So I have all of these trading at the same time. See it? Do you see it? Yes or
Yeah.
no? Okay, there you go. So yeah, I'm like just trading all these at the same. That's why I'm also going small size and like not risking much, because I know that this is happening on all accounts. So it's like I need to be extra careful, and I think it's that's one of the reasons I decided to trade all accounts at once. It was just I just want to be a little bit more careful with what I'm doing, knowing that there is a huge risk on the table. Right? Because when there's not that much risk on the table, it's like, whatever, you know? Because it's like
Yeah.
if you it's whatever this risk was, which is $75, right? And it's times five. That's what that is. Might not seem like a lot, but times five, it adds up.
Because like when you have like $5 and you bet it over and over again, you're like, it's just $5. But if you have 500 bucks, you're like, hmm.
So it's yeah, this is how 375 is my total risk on all accounts, basically. Like if you add it all up, this is my risk right now on this little $75 move. And this just has allowed me to see that compounding small gains is sort of a big deal. But we're definitely not doing anything at this point. There's no action. Like I'd rather just get stopped out and that's it. Get stopped out of here and be done. Be done. Because this is my range from here to here.
Be done with it.
Yeah, this is just like there's nothing is happening. My goal was, I expected price to just move high. At this point, didn't hasn't done anything. This was my trade idea, which was honestly not a bad idea. Four 4 to 1, like 4.3 to 1. It's a great trade. Realistically, I was maybe gonna look at least a 3 to 1 at a little bit above that fair value gap, and still valid. Even a 2.5 right here is still a valid trade for this. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see much. I think
5 second latency to my voice.
nice. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see much. So honestly, like to have no trade days, that's actually not a bad thing. Because imagine how many times like if we didn't have this, we would be trying to catch all these little, all of these. Oh shoot, you know what I mean? Like, oh, catch this one, catch this one. Oh, we swept, catch that one, catch that one. At the end of the day, we're probably down more than our total.
That would suck.
We're and that's what I used to do. I used to be like, all right, catch this one, catch that one, catch this one, catch that one, and then pull like full risk on all of these little. And it's like, oh, well, how'd I get here? I'm done. I got no trades in, and I risked so much more than I should have. You know. And technically, if I get stopped out here, that's not even a
Yeah.
like. I'm still not. I still haven't hit my total limit for that one trade, which I'm okay with. And I do think we're gonna get stopped out here because this is going absolutely nowhere.
Found a dollar bill.
You did? Yeah, nice. I think that's yeah, I think this is for right now. I think I'm done. I am done. I don't think there's much more here for me.
Haven't even traded once, and I'm not even sure if I want to today.
Dude, that's awesome. Like honestly, that is so good. I I can't tell you how many times I've fallen into that and I've been like, I need to trade, but I'm I'm so glad that you're even if we're impatient as humans, but I think just you having the ability to sit and say, I don't want to trade because you know what to look for. You know that the model isn't there yet. You know there's no model here, you know? And that discipline is gonna get you far, especially in trading. Because I didn't learn that. I didn't learn that discipline. I didn't learn to sit. I didn't, right? But and that's why I wanted like that's why I want to help you too. It's like I made mistakes that I went you can avoid. And like you sitting here telling me I don't think I want to trade right now. Like I don't think I want to trade today. It's so good because you can sit there and say, you know what? There is no model to right now because you understand price. There's no model that tells me that I should trade this. There's no model. And just saying, you know what? No, I'm not going to trade right now. Maybe a model presents itself around this time here, right? Around here. Maybe we get some price action, and then we get a nice, manipulation move and then a model presents itself. But right now there is no model. There's nothing here. So you saying to just you know what? I don't know if I want to trade today. That's awesome. That's
Just the waiting game.
yeah, that's really good. but capitalize on things that you would trade, right? So like maybe this does break. Right there, we got stopped out. All right, so now we wait. Now we just sit there. So now we got stopped out. I think I'm done until this afternoon. I'll come back and check on it in about 2 hours, hour and a half or so, just to see what price has been doing. But right now, I'm not interested in anything else. I'm not interested to take any more trades. Oh, hold on. Gold just so I set a thing on gold. Gold looks pretty good, but I typically don't trade gold. Just gold's been going crazy lately. But yeah, so like being saying, all right, well, yeah, I'm not gonna take any trades. I think that's awesome. So we watch price action. We wait to see what it tells us, what it wants to do, and then that's it. So well, we're gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna go hang out, do some other stuff, and then later I'll hop on. Not on
See you
the
guys.
Yeah, I'll hop on, not on the stream, but just on my own. But we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back 8 a.m. Christopher is inconsistent with his time, so we don't know where he's gonna be.
Like 9:30. Yeah, I had to jump off the ghost.
All right, fair. All right, we're out of here. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m. All right, see you, buddy.